I wasn't the husband. I was just the infrastructure. My wife, Chloe, and her gym bro coworker, Mark, had this thing, a way of making me feel invisible in my own living room. For 3 years, I played the supportive, trusting guy, letting the late-night texts slide, swallowing the constant, passive-aggressive comparisons. But last night, at her company gala, the mask completely slipped. I was standing right behind a massive indoor palm tree, holding 2 glasses of champagne, when her boss asked where her husband was. Chloe laughed, that sharp, dismissive laugh I've grown to hate, pointed toward the buffet and said, "Oh, he's around somewhere." But honestly, it barely counts. He's just the wallet. Mark is the actual fun. Mark smirked, and they clinked their glasses. There was no explosion, no scene, just a cold, crystal-clear certainty. I set the champagne glasses down on a random table, walked out to the parking lot, and drove straight to our suburban home. The house was bought entirely under my LLC before we ever met. By midnight, I deleted her profile from our smart lock system. Passcode? Gone. Garage opener? Wiped. Next, I opened my banking app. I transferred every single cent from our joint account back into my personal reserve, then called Chase to freeze her authorized user card. It took me exactly 2 hours to pack her life into 28 identical moving boxes, which I stacked neatly on the driveway. At 7 a.m., my phone blew up. "The garage won't open," she snapped, her voice full of morning attitude. "And my Starbucks card was declined." "I know," I replied, my voice completely flat. "What is wrong with you?" she yelled. "I heard you last night, Chloe. I heard you tell your boss our marriage barely counts. So, I made it official. Your boxes are on the driveway. The locks are changed. My lawyer is filing at 9 a.m. sharp." She started to panic, stuttering that it was just a joke, that I was overreacting, but I didn't care. I hung up and blocked her. To get ahead of her inevitable smear campaign, I emailed a little voice memo to her parents, her sister, and the HR department at her firm. It was the crisp background audio my phone recorded while I was standing behind that palm tree. Turns out, being the fun guy doesn't pay the rent. 6 months later, the papers are signed, and Chloe is sharing a cramped studio apartment with 2 roommates. She wanted an exciting life, and now she finally has to pay for it.